Hi, my name is Orchid Heflin, and I am a student at GC University. And so, during my class ELM 200, I'm going to be talking to you about a PBL, a project-based unit that I came across in my research that I think you would love to use in your classroom. I mean, who does not have to deal with recess inside, okay? So PBL is found on the PBL Work website, and I'm going to use my notes as I'm talking to you. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking down at my notes, okay? I don't have it all up here, I can't keep it all. So it is not an idea of my own. Like I've said, it's something that I researched and found on the PBL Works website. It is called the Recess Path. The Recess Path. When I thought about this, I was like, okay, I know that it has to deal with recess, but what is this path business? Like, what does it actually look like? I actually got the idea to use this particular one after watching the announcement provided by my instructor, Dr. Damiani. So kudos to you, because I was like, I didn't know which one to use, which one to pick. They were all so good. We all know that the occasional rainy day or morning announcement that declares, hey, it's too wet to go outside. What are we going to do? Right? It's bound to happen, especially in elementary. So incorporating this sensory path educational movement break can give students time, as we say, to get the wiggles out, because we know how it is when you don't have a day of recess. It's like anarchy, okay? So while building on cognitive response, you're able to kind of think about things and focus in on not just having a good time by playing and doing certain things in the classroom, but also you have an objective, which is a cognitive response that we're working towards. For instance, the different types of weather for our pre-K crew, we can look at the different types of weather for them. That's like the best age group to introduce this to. It's not too convoluted, it's not too hard, and possibly introducing the water cycle of rain or to our first and second graders. So that would be more of complex for them to kind of understand how condensation might work or evaporation might work. So different things like that. For both groups, it will challenge them to come away from the mindset that learning is one-sided, sitting still, taking information, kind of like I'm doing right now. It will introduce them to learning and that can be intertwined with movement. Referencing Bloom's taxonomy, it will promote possibly all 6 stages. Imagine that. I actually thought it was going to only be 3, but actually looking at it, it actually touches all 6 of them. So let's get to it. The lowest stage is remembering, and that would be displayed in students having to remember the stages or types of weather. With understanding, they will gain a basic comprehension of what happens when it rains. Simple enough, right? Applying would be shown using props like giving Velcro pieces to doing a relay activity where groups work together to complete a felt board. That's always exciting to produce like competition in it, get a little competition, maybe for a treat, who knows, okay? And analyzing would already be used in the breakdown of the different stages or types of weather. So that's kind of included and stated as well. Evaluating can be demonstrated by asking how rain feels opposed to snow or sunny days. Maybe asking questions if they will be able to tell if it's going to rain by observation, the changes in the sky. Creating, they can use their understanding of the types of weather or cycles and help to brainstorm in pairs of what movement they can come up with to demonstrate the weather focus. So this is where the creativity comes in. You got a bunch of kids that kind of just coming up with some kind of ideas as far as movement towards rain or towards the weather, or how that would look for them. So that's awesome to have something to cause them to create. I think I already said that. So at the end of this recess sensory lesson, students would have exercised and seen the importance of movement, and also built an awareness and understanding of weather, and taken the idea home that on rainy days, they can work in some movement, yes, and explain to caregivers what they have learned through memory, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating, yes. I hope you will see this PBL as a potential way for you and your students to learn and move, that recess is not just for outside, it can also be an inside job. Thank you for your time.